All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Don't mind me, but it's the first time I noticed Gatorade when I saw on the sidelines in the intro.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
All right. Let's play the season. What is we going to do? Two backs. 2 tight ends. I'm tripping.
On the ready. 54. Mike 54. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Buddy. It's so bad, bro. Sorry for you.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First down, right?
That catch good for 5.
How do you get 5 yards if you didn't get a first down there? Strange, weird. Give me the sneak.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Jackson will keep it, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
That's number 400. Not hard to believe. Oh, then again, no, I don't.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Good defense, people.
Again, Jackson steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ready? Time to end it. Check 55 on it. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Touchdown.
And down he goes. Sack
touchdown.
3-yard line. A sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
3rd and 9.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Jackson. Cooper's got it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
What was that player doing in my huddle? You see that shit? Is that Bud Dupree?
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Motherfucking blitzes right there, boy.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
That's all I need to see right there, boy. To the partners.
Oh, look at the juke.
To the partners. Let's go.
To the end zone for Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Lama.
Tucker with the extra point.
Well played.
The score
94 yards. 6 minutes off the clock. Let's get it, boys.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hashtag jukebox.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ah, shit, I called my damn defense before the offense was on the field.
Ready? Blue waiting. White 51. White. Tommy. Check.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Winston. No escape, and he goes down.
Hey.
Credit the sack to
First
Von
pass
Miller.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Hey, let's get it converted. Hey, watch this.
From the gun, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
It's not easy, but he's got to try to wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Hill.
He looped around the back.
Inside, but nothing there.
Come on now.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Can't let him do that. Bye.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
What do you get here, boys?
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm here all day. Mike,
here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Lamar Jackson, such a threat.
Can't tell me otherwise, man. God damn. Yeet.
let's go. You get blocked, man.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check them out, boys. Let's go. It's going to be him and me.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught.
Easy money, baby. Let's go.
Amari Cooper. There to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The throw, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
He 53. That's where I want.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
That's what I didn't change. Good play by 97, but that's not where I want you at, brother. Put a card there. Forbes, you're going to the 3rd string, buddy. Gotta make sure I remember to change this. Ferguson, Pierce, Ricard, Miller. Actually. It sucks. Swap these 2. That's what it is. Depth chart is so specific, bro. Like, Jesus. Gotta get your guys in the right spot so that you can have your subsets correct.
I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
Which is inside on this one as well. Back ace.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. Let's go. Let's go.
Now Winston. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Quarterback spot in here. So now if I do this, it doesn't change. And I swap him. Can't do it.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
About to hit me with a dirty
They'll have 2
boy.
remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
That's how I want it. 49-51. 49-51. Tight ends here. 250 inside. We'll go to cover 6 and verse 2 this way. Don't like it. 2 sky here. Use it a verse.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Wait. He's crazy. Hey, 5-0.
To throw, Winston.
Thank you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jackson operating from the gun. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun. Winston.
Thank you.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
It's base out here, y'all. Base out here, y'all. Right to the flat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I would have liked.
Right after the turnover, they come out
forward. Right
and that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
For the curve, boy.
Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. Jones has it. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Winston. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Winston. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
From the red zone now, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man, come on, man. I'm a little froggy now, I see.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
3rd and short yardage, Winston.
Oh, yeah.
Go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Michael Pierce and all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Come on, 51, Mike. Mike 51. Pick it up, pick it up. Green, trouble C. Back. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Follow. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Slow. 51 to Mike.
Now Winston on 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
That shit out, bye. Yeah, Jameis.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Oh, you got deep? Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Go, go. I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Amari Cooper. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Ravens.
That's why you got speed in the slot, brother.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. Those could be the ones that can finish off the squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
Let's go, bro.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey,
throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Defense, that's neutral. Flip it. Mike, 53. Mike. Cut. Here we go.
Now Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready. Black 22. It's a party now. Shit. He's coming. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, stop. Deuce. Showing it. Flip it. Check 13.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
All right, so he's going to stay in this.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got play.
The quick throw complete to Washington.
Well,
He'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
That tight, wow.
Ready? White 25. 53. Mike. Flip it. Hey, thump. Let's go. Switch it. Come on. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
5 on the 50. Shit.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Same thing, bro.
Blue ready. Drop deep. 2 times. 3 down. Hey, check.
A first down throw for Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here I come again.
Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
When that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 50, check 50.
From the gun, Winston. Complete to Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Mike's 49. Crunch time, defense. Delta, Delta. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Nathan. It gets Nathan, boy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you, Tony.
Oh, why would you not target that guy, bro?
Says,
Come
right,
on,
let's
man.
just settle for 3 except in certain situations.
That's a
Try to ice
travesty.
a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Stay with your man.
Waving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, an even 90 yards as his guys
90 yards.
continue to put this one out of reach.
You got that strip ball
This
there,
offense,
boy.
they were dynamic in the
Yeah,
first
buddy.
half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this
Daniel.
done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Come to my world. 49. Here we go. Even. I got you. Why? Get him, go.
From the 29, Winston.
Oh!
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
On first down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
On second and 11 now, Winston. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Watch 54. 3 buzz. Hey, alert 3. Echo.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson. Dancing to his left. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
SOS.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
That's
You got to
so
get points.
trash,
Okay,
bro.
I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Coming in, you really like this chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Check. Crunch.
They go jet sweep. This is Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You got it. You got it. Green, Timothy. Sonic. Let him go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. Going, and that's caught inside
kidding me,
the
bro?
30. And he'll go down, but not before he gets inside the 30. Over 30 yards there.
Like, these are the plays they get to
3
put up,
consecutive
man.
plays now.
1st and 10 at the 20.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Winston.
Good job,
And
man.
that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Pull it together. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 6. Let him go.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Von Miller in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
49. 49's the mic. Even. Check 99. Check 99.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
There's 99, boy.
He's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 40 yards. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Well, it's not really you come over there
Slow
1-on-1.
clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
On the ready. Come on, guys, 55. I'm coming. Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, you know, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, his second sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 3rd down, Jackson out to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Foreman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mike Hayward. Mike 5-5. Hey, here I come. Blitz.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.